Hello, and thanks for watching this Cloud9 ERP Solutions video and subscribing to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to show you a new feature in Acumatica 2025 R1 that allows you to create an attribute of a brand new type, a type of number. So normally you have the option of text. You can do a combo box, which is a drop down. You can do a multi-select combo box, which is a drop down, but you can select multiple options. You could do a checkbox for like a true false, date time, and you can use a selector, which we have a previous video on, which allows you to pull data from another part of the area, another table in Acumatica, so that you can do a lookup. But in this video, we're talking about a new option called number. And that allows you to actually use a number value. Now, in previous versions in Acumatica, you'd have to use a text. But the challenge with text is that it won't sort correctly. So for example, if I make this text, so if we use an example of, let's say, a spreadsheet, when we're sorting, and we have all these numbers here, you see we have 1 through 10. Now, if I select this, and I go into sort, you'll notice when you try and sort things by text, and yes, I put these in as text, I put the apostrophe in there, this is what you get. So in Acumatica in a generic inquiry, if you try to sort those values.
Before I continue, only 15% of you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button now to get notified about new videos and events.
Or if we take a value, let's say the sales order inquiry screen, and we're looking at the order total. When we click here, we get these options: equals, does not equal, greater than, in between. And these are things we can do if it's a numbered value. But if it's a text value, which is the only attribute option we had prior to 2025 R1, if it's text value, then you only have this equals and contains and that kind of thing. So what the number attribute allows you to do is to throw this attribute into your inquiry screen and be able to actually sort using a numeric sort rather than a text-based sort. Now, there's one caveat. I tried adding this into items. So I went into item classes. I have an attribute here or number. You just look for it. The number level. And I went into item classes, and under electronic components, under, let's say, resistors, under attributes, I added this num level. And so when you do this, Acumatica adds this attribute DAC in order to be able to search on it, but not with the number value. So in 2025 R1, they haven't quite done that yet. It's been reported, we reported it. So I wasn't able to actually show you. I wanted to really show you an example. So under inventory stock items, if we go in and we edit the generic inquiry, ordinarily you can go into results grid and you can add the attribute here. So, for example, you see color and configurable, all of these different attributes. But what you don't see here is that num level, and that's because Acumatica hasn't quite put the number attribute automatically into the inventory item DAC so that you can use it in this inquiry screen. So while I would have shown it, I wasn't able to quite do that. And I created a ticket with Acumatica maybe a month and a half ago. I'm sure it'll be out and updated into Acumatica so that you'll be able to start using that attribute automatically. In the past, in early versions of Acumatica, maybe 8-9 years ago, we used to have to link the attributes table manually. But this is kind of an automatic thing where the attributes come in so that you don't have to do all that. They just come into the main area. But that's numeric level attributes. You can start using them. You'll certainly be able to store the data. Notice you can put in the number of decimal levels that you'd like in there to store. And then in the next couple of versions, I'm sure the generic inquiries will automatically add this attribute in there. And then additionally, under sales orders, the attributes show up there when you're doing an item lookup. So once again, very, very helpful to be able to not only be able to see the data, so that numeric value in the stock item profile, whatever area it is that you're adding the attribute or associating the attribute to, but also to be able to filter and to be able to sort using the numeric format so that you don't run into a situation like this where it's 1 and then 10 and then 2 and so on. So thanks so much for watching this video and subscribing and liking our video. We appreciate it. And if you have any questions about this or anything else Acumatica, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again and have a great day.